Energy prices getting out of control.
The cost of energy right now is through the roof.
Every year oil's been going up, so we can't see that it's ever going to be going down much.
You know, Northern Maine is looking seriously at biomass heating.
New England has substantially cold winters compared to the rest of the continental United States. In northern Maine, cold temperatures can persist from early fall to late spring. These cold weather conditions, compounded with high oil prices, are making it increasingly difficult to lower heating costs and keep warm within a budget. Biomass is becoming more popular as a fuel source to help supplement those costs. What is biomass? Biomass is a biological material derived from living or recently living organisms. The following characteristics are true of all biomass. It must be burned to derive energy. The source material must be grown, harvested, processed, transported, distributed, and stored. The consumer must have a dedicated appliance and a certain amount of manual labor to load and clean it. Available sources include wood chips, wood pellets, cordwood, grass pellets, and corn.
My name is Michael Eisensmith. I'm the Director of Regional Planning at the Northern Maine Development Commission. Biomass became, under renewable energy, became the area that we saw as having the potential for the greatest impact.
Our customers were coming to us asking for pellet stoves, pellet boilers.
Every year oil's been going up, so we can't see that it's ever going to be going down much. So I think it would be a good investment to get something like a pellet stove to supplement our heating.
There's a lot of new products on the market that have come up in recent years as it pertains to pellet boilers or wood chip boilers.
There are many different types of biomass appliances that range from inserts to furnaces, depending if you are heating a single room or a whole house. The placement of a pellet stove is the same as the placement of a wood stove.
And I think Northern Maine is unique because of our cold weather, because of our below zero weather, and that's what makes companies uncomfortable when you only have one source of heat, like biomass source of heat.
Oil or propane is their primary source, and they're using biomass or pellets in this case to supplement the heat source.
Most insurance companies want you to have a separate chimney for each heating source. So if it's an oil furnace, it has to have a separate chimney, as well as a wood furnace, a wood boiler, a pellet stove, any other source of heat.
If there's a grant that might be available that we might be able to apply for them on their behalf, we would do that. We can encourage it in the form of permitting. Sometimes a permitting process can be very discouraging for some folks. If we can assist in that and maintain a permitting process so that it isn't all-consuming and discouraging up front, that's part of the role that we can play by just encouraging the transition.
Purchase all of our fiber, or the majority of our fiber, right in Aroostook County. We have our employees are local. We use local machine shops to make our parts and wear items. Bags and pallets and all of our packaging goods are made locally, right in Presque Isle. Every dollar that is spent on pellets in the state of Maine from one of the main manufacturers, we figure that somewhere around 95% of the dollar stays, as opposed to oil where 80% of the dollar leaves.
I experienced at least a third in cost savings on my heating oil bill. We're able to minimize the use of landfills.
How we look at it is we look at it when the tree goes full circle, and there is not any more emissions emitted from the fiber being burnt in your pellet appliance than there would be if it sat on the forest floor and decayed over the same period of time.
We now know what biomass is and how it can offset our heating costs and lower our dependency on oil. We have also learned that biomass is a sustainable source of heating fuel as well as an economic advancement for Northern Maine. With our current economic and environmental issues, biomass provides a solution.